Why do some people only tell the truth after it's too late to matter? My mother died on a Tuesday. By Friday, her lawyer had called all 4 of us into a conference room. My 3 siblings walked in already dividing things up in their heads. Mr. Brennan set a small recorder on the table, said my mother had made it 3 weeks before she passed, said it could only be played with all 4 of us present. He looked at me when he said that last part, then he pressed play. Her voice came through quieter than I remembered. If you're all hearing this, I've run out of time to do it in person. I need to start with Morgan. Dana turned to look at me. I looked straight ahead. My mother had been a family law attorney for 32 years. Precise. Controlled. She had 4 kids. 3 she adored. 1 she kept at a distance. And growing up, I never understood why. Not until I was 16. I'd gone into her room looking for a phone charger, found a journal in her nightstand instead. Dark green cover. Her handwriting on the inside page. I don't know why I opened it. 1 entry near the middle. No dates. She wrote, I was 3 months from making partner when I found out I was pregnant with Morgan. David told me to keep it. 5 months later, he left me for someone younger. The promotion was gone. The person I thought I was building a life with was gone. All of it at once. I know none of that is her fault, but every time I look at her, I'm back in those dark days, abandoned, holding everything together alone. I've tried to feel differently. I don't know how. 1 more line below that. The others came during good years. She didn't. I've never gotten past that. I put the journal back exactly where I found it. Went to school the next day. Never told anyone. I finally understood why. I started pulling back, quietly, slowly. Stopped trying to be seen, but some part of me still held on, just a little. Her voice again, filling the conference room. From the beginning, I wasn't fair to you. I told myself I tried. I didn't try hard enough. So much time passed, and I wanted to make it right. I just never knew where to begin. The room was very still. I'm sorry, Morgan. I mean that. My 18th birthday. My mother went to work like it was any other Thursday. Came home, made dinner, sat at the table. Dana got a car at 17. Kyle got a trip to Europe for graduation. Seth got his first apartment paid for. First month deposit, furniture. I turned 18, and nobody said a word. I stayed up until 10 thinking maybe there was something planned. There wasn't. I went to my room and closed the door. That night, I finally stopped waiting for my mother to love me. 3 weeks later, I packed 2 bags and left. I stayed on a friend's couch for 2 months. Got a job at a nail salon. Sweeping first, then watching, then doing. By 21, I had my own chair. By 25, I had my own studio. By 30, I had bought a small place. Nothing fancy. Mine. The day I signed the papers, I sent my mother a photo of the front door. Just the photo. No words. She never responded. That was the last time I reached out. My estate is valued at $5.4 million. Her voice said. The house, the firm, the accounts. I'm leaving everything to Morgan. Seth stood up fast, his chair scraping back hard. Mr. Brennan held up one hand. Give me a moment, he said. He opened a second folder. Dana, you withdrew from your mother's personal account over 4 years. Personal travel, renovations, purchases, just under $80,000. Dana's face went completely still. Kyle, you forged your mother's signature. Took out a loan against her second property. $150,000 straight into your own account. Kyle stared at the table. Seth, you billed personal expenses through the firm. For 6 years, car payments, insurance, subscriptions, $41,000. That's not Seth started. 3 sets of printed statements hit the table. Every transaction highlighted in yellow. Then the recording again. I knew. I said nothing because confronting you was harder than ignoring it. That's my failure too. But Morgan built everything she has without taking a single thing from me. That matters. Dana looked at me. You had to have said something to her. You were always the martyr. I haven't spoken to her in 5 years. You were at every Christmas I wasn't invited to. You tell me who had more influence. She didn't answer. They left one by one. No goodbyes. No apologies. Just a door closing too hard on the way out. Mr. Brennan handed me an envelope once they were gone. My name on the front in her handwriting. Inside, I should have done better. I know saying it now doesn't fix anything. There's something in your old bedroom, under the floorboard by the window, the loose one. I didn't know how to hand it to you in person. I'm sorry it took me this long. I drove to the house the next morning. It still smelled the same. I walked to my old room. The furniture was exactly where it had always been. She hadn't moved a thing. The floorboard by the window was still loose. I used to press it with my foot as a kid just to hear it creak. I pulled it up with both hands. Inside was a tin box. Inside the tin box were savings bonds. 11 of them. The first one dated the year I was born. The last one dated 4 months before she died. A slip of paper with the total in her handwriting. $290,000. Underneath that, a photograph. Me, maybe 2 years old, sitting in her lap. She was looking down at me like I was the only thing in the room. I sat on that floor for a long time.